And to other stories, some rights activists want African leaders to strengthen democratic process by promoting rule of law to halt the rising cases of military coups on the continent. The rights activists attributed the recent unconstitutional takeover of power in Niger and Gabon to failure of democracy. Helen Osamede-Akins reports.
The series of recent coups after years of democratic stability are a cause for concern. Just when the continent was coming to term with the military takeover in Niger, they were rocked by another in Gabon. Many watchers now wonder which country is next in line and if military takeovers will once again become the norm in Africa. These rights activists believe these recent happenings reflect the failure of democracy in the affected Africa countries. Indeed, democracy is failing in many parts of Africa as citizens are faced with a failure of governance and a preponderance of autocratic tendencies from their rulers. These activists urged African leaders to take a leaf from the happenings in the affected countries and make democracy work in their countries.
Is it coming to Anglophone West Africa? Are we supposed to get ready for those challenges? And as human rights defenders, can we anticipate what is coming and put in place structures and mechanisms and laws and policies that can help us to navigate what is coming, whatever that turns out to be?
It is democracy on the basis of the tenets of democracy, which is anchored on human rights, separation of powers, clear separation of powers, not assumed, factual that everybody can see. The whole issue of the independence of the press, freedom of the press, and all the whole issue of accountability across board, then we'll begin to move towards a reliable democratic reality, which will push back on military regime.
We are Africans, and it's our responsibility to make our democratic systems to work. So we have to work and make them bright.
The military junta are urged not to worsen matters in their affected countries by violating the rights of citizens. Helen Osamede-Akins, TVC News, Abuja.